When looking at high school from the academic perspective and helping your child with grades and with testing and test scores, remember one thing. You're the parent, they're the child. As parents, we want the best for our children. We want the best scores. We want them to have the best grades. And more importantly, and this is something we get caught up on more so than they do, we want them to go to the best colleges. Because when we talk to our friends, it's a lot easier to say, my child went to Harvard, than to say something, something with a state somewhere in the middle of that description. And I say that nothing against state schools, it's just we want our children to have the best opportunities possible. But if we push too hard, the opposite can happen. So I always suggest being encouraging to your children with grades and with test scores. If you see a grade that's lower than others, be encouraging as opposed to pointing that grade out and saying, look at this. Instead, think of ways and suggest ways that your child could improve that. Ask them questions. Let them answer you. So for example, if they're not doing well in chemistry, say, wow, chemistry must be a tough class, or what do you like most about the class? And then work from there. But always be positive in terms of, well, what would be a solution? What would help? Recommend going to see teachers. But the main part of it is, don't put your needs ahead of your child's. Maybe they actually do have a problem with history. Maybe they're not really a fan of remembering dates and battles and people who they'll never know after they graduate. And they might even give you the argument that, how's this going to help me when I go to get a job at an accounting firm? Be encouraging. When it comes to testing, offer opportunities and options, ways to be able to prepare. Maybe help them out. Maybe even do a practice test with them side by side so that you're helping them to be able to feel that it's not just their process, that they're also sharing in some way with you. I remember freshman year, my child was in school, he got into discipline problems as well as his academics weren't great. So as a motivator, since he was at a boarding school, I recommended that he come home. I think that cleared up things really quickly because it was something that he didn't want to do, but I knew that. In the same way, when he was pursuing music, which was his interest, I know even though I was a little nervous that, what are you going to do with this music thing, or how are you going to make a living? Instead it was, so when's the next concert? Or, hey, can I hear what you've composed so far? But be encouraging as much as possible, because your child will go on to be a successful person in whatever they do, but they may not do it the way you want them to. So in terms of encouraging your children, be encouraging as opposed to being negative and taking away.